5 ways to maximize client retention. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how you can keep your clients longer. Now, when it comes to keeping your clients longer, what's the benefit to you? Well, firstly, you're going to stand a better chance of getting longer term results. Number 2 is you're going to earn more over time. Now, a lot of coaches don't really think of this, but if you lose 2 clients and you gain 2 clients and you're excited that you've gained 2 clients, it's actually a net gain of 0 because you've lost 2 and you gained 2. But if you keep 2 clients and you gain 2 clients, you're going to have an increase in revenue. You're also going to have an increase in client numbers. So you've got to think of client retention from not just a results perspective, but a revenue perspective. And a longer customer in your customer journey is a client that's also going to give you a testimonial, a referral. So let's kick off with the first thing. Number 1 is all to do with future pacing your clients. If your client sees 3 months down the line as the end of their journey, they will stop. Future pacing in NLP is starting to look at the future, but talking in a more visionary way. When you talk in a visionary way, you will say to your clients, we're doing so well right now. Once we've finished this first 12 weeks, the next stage we're going to be looking at this, the next stage we're going to be looking at that. That gives your clients an opportunity to start thinking about the future. And you start saying, well, while we've done this, we'll probably do another 3 months of adding some muscle tissue, but then you're going on holiday in the summer, right? That's going to be the most important opportunity for us to get you in the best physical shape. We're actually going to go through a couple of phases. Now, with me talking about a couple of phases, the next thing is that you bring your clients a roadmap. You actually start mapping this out. So phase 1 will look like this, phase 2 will look like this, phase 3 will look like this. Well, if that's their first 12 weeks, make sure that they see phase 4 and phase 5. And when you're training or providing the programming or even face-to-face, doesn't matter whether you're online or not, you're providing your clients with a stepping stone so they can actually see this visual as they go through it. It's so important to provide your clients with an extremely structured roadmap, something that they're following. It's also very important that you actually show them or talk to them consistently about the vision plan. The next point is that you have to create an education library. Now, this is such an important point. Your clients are not with you just to have the training program and just to get the results. Your clients are actually with you to learn. They don't actually know that yet. If your clients learn throughout the process, just like you are watching this video right now, you're learning something. If I teach you something consistently, you're more likely to show up. So if part of my experience is I'm provided or I'm being given education, then why would I leave the coaching program? I'm becoming better and more knowledgeable about nutrition and exercise and sleep and stress. This is such an important part of considering the customer lifetime journey. If you are a part of a mentoring program and all it was, okay, do this, rather than let me help you learn how to understand this, then you would just be given action steps, but you wouldn't be learning anything there. There's no value. When people learn, people change. When people change, they're actually, and this is important in fitness, when people stay the same, but they just follow a training program, that person hasn't changed their mindset, their thoughts, their behaviors, their lifestyle. So at the end of the 12 weeks, they've just literally fitted in your training program. And by the end of it, if they're not different, i.e. their lifestyle hasn't changed, their sleep, their stress, their understanding around nutrition and training hasn't changed, they're basically the same person at the end of the 12 weeks as when they started. But if your education program empowers them and gives them new things to learn, they at the end of the coaching process are a different person. Therefore, they see the value in wanting to stay with you. Now, the next point is create a Facebook group, create a community for your clients to be a part of. Why does that increase the customer lifetime value? Because they start to network and see other people. And when they hear of your clients that have been with you long term, let me introduce you to Dave. Let's say you do this in a Facebook group or on a live coaching call, and let's introduce you to Dave. He's been with us 8 months now. Dave, talk about your experience so far. Do you know what? I joined up for 10 to 12 weeks. Best decision I ever made. But as I started to learn more inside the program, I realized how much I didn't know. Dave shares his experience. Guess what happens to the person that's 8 weeks into their journey? They feel empowered and they go, well, I was going to leave after my first 12 weeks, but I'm not going to leave. So creating a community, giving your clients something to be a part of, and even then adding in quarterly or every 6 months, depending on your location, live events for your clients. You create a community, you create something that is more than the check-in, more than the training session, and gives them something to feel like they belong to. And the final point, which is actually probably the most important one, get the result. Get the result that somebody is paying you for. If somebody gets 8-10 weeks down the line and they've not really progressed to the level that they would have expected, they're not really going to stay. There's no need for them to stay. They've paid for the program. They've got something out of it, maybe not everything that they expected from it, and they're ready to move on. Maybe they're ready to try somebody else. As a coach, whether or not you need to learn more right now, whether or not you need to hire somebody to help you right now, whether or not you need to up your own game, but you can produce better results. You can be more for your clients. And if you don't focus on this, you're going to have people coming to the end of 3 months, end of 8 weeks, end of 16 weeks, and they just finish. Because what's the point of staying on? They haven't been a part of a community. They haven't learned anything else. They certainly haven't got the results. Your job as a coach should always be to think about the customer lifetime value and the journey that somebody's on. Can you stretch it by doing more? Can you stretch it by being more? But can you stretch it by actually getting the results that you're being hired to achieve? Now, if you find client retention a problem inside your business, maybe people aren't staying as long as you'd like them to stay, and you'd like our help building an education program, you'd like our help developing a thriving community so that clients stay with you longer, you get better results and get better referrals and testimonials, then all you need to do is to go to the description box and click on one of the links and you'll find out all about Coaching Concierge. If you found this video helpful, make sure you click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.